Hey all, TonyBing here, hello and welcome back to another video for Marvel Strike Force. Now, the intention originally with this video today was to do some tier 8 Blitz matches with Killmonger and use different teams for each of the matches, and in the process of looking through characters it could be quite fun. We could have some synergies with. There was one that really stuck out way above the rest of the characters for me that could be really pretty potent. So in this video I'll be doing some tier 8 Blitz gameplay, but I'll be using these two specific characters. I'm not going to spoil just yet who it actually is, but I'll be using these two characters and then I'll drop in some other characters as well and see how they interact with them. But first off, let's actually have a look at Killmonger's kit so you can see where my idea for this came from. So there was really two parts of this kit that really sprung to mind when I was thinking of characters I could team him up with. Now, firstly, you have the passive, so when he gains defense up, he attacks the most injured enemy for 260% damage. That's level 4. If it was level 5, that would be 330% damage. So we want a character that offers defense up. Now, secondly, we have the fact that his ultimate, which is available in turn 2, is really pretty amazing. And I was thinking, can any characters actually take advantage of him using that ultimate in turn 2? So went to msf.gg. Firstly, I looked up defense characters, and I'll actually bring them up now so you can see that. So this is the list of all the different characters that can provide defense up in the game. Now, some of these will only provide defense up to themselves, and of course those characters won't help at all. So just some examples that will provide defense up to all characters, and in turn Killmonger providing that bonus attack. You've got the likes of Groot, you've got Hand Sorceress, Kingpin, Luke Cage. Merc Riot Guard is one that looked really quite interesting because his defense up is on a low 2-turn cooldown, and it's something I may explore in a later video as well. But looking at those characters, the one that really stuck out for me was Kingpin. He has the defense up. He'll cast that after Killmonger's had his turn because he's pretty slow, and he'll also offer the defense up as well. So that means that when you get the passive triggering from the defense up, Killmonger will have a fence up, and then in the next turn Killmonger will actually have a fence up for his ultimate as well. And I've tested it out a little bit and it's really actually pretty amazing. So that's the setup we're running with today. So let's go in and play around with some teams. So we'll check out the first team we'll be using. So this is the first setup we'll be trying out. Now I'll just mention that the power levels are all over the place. Deadpool's up at 40,000, Killmonger's down at 21,000, so it means he probably won't be doing as much damage on his attacks, but we can hopefully still see how this team would all work together. So you've got the synergy between Kingpin and Killmonger first. You've then got Deadpool, whose move when he ignores the taunt is actually very similar to the passive for Killmonger when he attacks the weakest ally. I say very similar, it's near enough identical. You've then got synergies between Cable and Deadpool that are really nice, and then finally we've got Korath there as well. He gets the assist from a mercenary character on his special, so that's the characters we're using. So let's have a look at the team we'll go up against. Team wise here then, we'll give this particular one a shot. This looks like it will be decent. I won't really be going up against shield or defenders or anything like that because again my power levels are all over the place and I'll just get smashed and that won't really be fun for anyone. But here we go, let's jump in and try this out. I'll put it on ×2 here. If you're looking to see Killmonger's animations, the previous video I've done, I've got some ×1 gameplay for that. So we'll start off here. What will we actually go for? We'll try and burn down Crossbones as quickly as we can. I will be learning this rotation on the fly as well, so do bear with me if I do anything a bit silly. Now I'm thinking with Deadpool, what I want to do is potentially keep the... In fact, saying that, I was going to keep the offense up for the ultimate, although Crossbones will be taunting up and getting counter attack, which would break the chain. So let's actually just use that straight away here. It means we'll get the special with the offense up via Kingpin in the next turn. That should be really pretty nice. Let's see, taking a fair bit of damage there on Killmonger. Hopefully he doesn't get wiped out too quickly. Now from here, Crossbones will be going down pretty soon anyway, so I'm actually going to start to burn down Gamora. We'll just go for the special here, and hopefully we don't actually get a crit on the free attacks. We didn't, because that way we then build up a charge. And let's see. We're now just spreading about the damage here. Really need this defense up. Here we go. Then you should see there's an assist there, and there's another one. Unfortunately we missed, but that was still pretty nice how that worked. Let's see if we can take out Gamora. So you can see you got the attacking the most injured ally there with the offense up on Killmonger. So I really like that a lot. Now from here, if we use this, it'll really be wasted to be honest. Let's go for Spider-Man. See if we can take him out. That's him down. So you've got the taunt up here. If I now go for the ultimate, it's not going to hit for as much because we've got defense up, but we'll still use that anyway. Didn't get a crit, unfortunately. If you get a crit, you get the additional attack on it that attacks everyone when he throws out a little mine. It's really pretty awesome. There we go. Took a fair bit of damage. I didn't get Crossbones down quick enough, but I don't really need to worry about him now. So we'll go for the special. And then let's call in some summons. So Killmonger is down, but the whole idea behind this video was really just to show off the synergies between Killmonger and Kingpin and play a little bit about with them and really see what combos we could come up with. The power levels are killing me though. I need access to a test centre that's got leveled characters. I still have access to the test centre at the moment, but there's just nothing on it at all. So it's next to useless. Let's go. We're stuck on Crossbones here actually. We'll take him out. Then we'll go for Night Nurse next. Once we can go off Cap, of course. I really do wish the power levels were more even, because I imagine Killmonger would absolutely slaughter the opposite team if he was higher in power. We managed to do this one anyway, and I'm pretty certain we're going to manage to do it. There we go. And then we'll do a different setup for the next one. We'll of course use Kingpin and Killmonger again, because they're the main focus of this particular video. Just use the basic here. It's better to use that if you're not actually chaining and it's not a minion, because you're not adding the bleed. So that one was fun. I liked how we got the actual assist from Korath and Killmonger when I cast the defense up on Kingpin. That was really nice. So I might keep Korath in there potentially. Let's see who we'll try next. So this is the next setup we're using here. I'm not sure if I'm going a bit too heavy on the offense and I may struggle. If I do, then what I'll do in the next match is I'll even try out Hand Sentry in place of one of the characters, likely Spidey. But the idea here, you've got the obvious synergies between Kingpin and Killmonger. Spidey's providing the defense down for 2 turns, and then on that second turn you will have the ultimate via Killmonger, you've got the detonate on Crossbones, and you've got the Yaka arrow as well on, let's see, Yondu, and you'll have defense down on the characters and you'll have offense up on these characters. So it's a bit of a risky one, but let's try this one out. So this is the team we'll go up against here. I need to be really careful with Doctor Strange and that flip. It could give me trouble, but I figured it would be fun to try this one out. So I need to try and burn down Doctor Strange if I can. Let's just apply this here. That's fine, it went onto Venom, so that's nice. And then let's see how we get on. Do we take out Strange? Yeah, let's actually, in fact we won't need to go for it because we'll have the Yaka arrow before he gets his second turn. So for that reason, we'll actually just concentrate on Venom. We didn't get a crit, so that's good. So we've got the charge building. And then let's try and apply the offense down here. There we go, managed to apply it. Just need our characters to survive until Kingpin goes. He's really pretty slow. There we go, and that's nice. And this is where everything should kick in here. So from here, let's actually stun Deadpool. Doesn't have the defense down on him, but I was just wanting to stop him ignoring the taunt. And then we've got the Yaka arrow. Killmonger, will he go before the detonate? He will. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we get a crit, hopefully, so he'll throw out the mine. There we go, there's a crit. And there you go, you can see the little mine and that explosion as well. And then we've got this. That one was fun. Absolutely smashed him there. I think you could probably play around with Spidey and maybe put Strange in place of him, or definitely Hand Sentry, just to make it a bit less risky, but that was fun. Let's try out one last combination. So this is the last setup we'll go for here. Now it is a very strange one, I will admit that, but the reasoning for this is that all these characters provide defense up in the first instance, so they'll proc the passive. But the main thing with these characters is they're all relatively low level. They're quite similar in power to Killmonger, so when we get his passive actually proccing and we attack the most injured target, it'll give us a good indication of how that actually does damage wise against characters that are of a similar power level, and that doesn't apply when we're throwing in characters that are a much higher power level. So let's give this one a try anyway. So we've got a bit of a different team to go up against here, but I figured it'll be fun trying this one out. Okay, here we go. So straight away at the start we'll apply the defense up to everyone. There we go, we're attacking a target with the least health. In this case it was actually Ant-Man there, and then we'll cast this as well. This isn't really playing tactical, it's more just playing around and testing, to be honest, to see how it actually works out. Then let's go for Yondu next. Wow, got a few crits there. Did we gain charged? No, of course we didn't gain charged because we got the crit. It's the first time I've really had a crit using the special, hence why it threw me a bit. Let's go for this now. And there we go. With the Merc Riot Guard as well, his special's on a low 2-turn cooldown, so it really doesn't take long to get that. So that's pretty nice. Seems quite a frustrating setup to go up against this one. If you want to make the most of it, you would potentially try and get characters that cast defense up after Kingpin, because that means that then Killmonger would still have the offense up on himself, but you have to do that before he takes his turn. So it could be a bit of a balancing act there. Like, what will we go for? Let's call in the summons and see if we can spread anything here. Of course it only spreads to shield minions, I believe, actually. So more summons again. Got one of them down. Let's concentrate on actual Deadpool. We won't be applying any debuffs, I don't need to worry about him healing back his health at all. And then Spider-Man's going to break the chain here, unfortunately. For that reason, let's just use the basic until that evades away. So we managed to get a charged from it as well. Let's do this just so we're getting rid of the dodge. And then we'll slow down Wolverine. His bar's pretty full, but he's pretty slow as it is. So they're really not making much progress here due to all the defense ups we've got. Hopefully the Riot Guard, if he stays up, we'll have more, although he's got ability blocks, so that will give us a little bit of trouble. And then here we go, this time. We got a crit there, so I'll slow it down. There you go, you can see the mine at the back. That explodes. And all the health he manages to get back as well. That's really quite an important part of this kit. He has a ton of drain, and when he defeats enemies, he gets the health back as well. Really nice. Let's see if we can get some more defense up on any of these characters. Next turn we get it on the Riot Guard if he stays up. And then slow it down and see if we get a different animation here at all. No, just your usual animation. And then just Ant-Man left. So that was on, I think it was 8.1 or 8.2 there. Here we go for this again. Ah, okay, unfortunately the defense up didn't go on him there. That was typical when on all the other characters. We'll get it here from the Sorceress. No, we don't, because they're all lower health. That's some pretty bad luck there, but we've still managed to do it. Again, bit of a strange setup I was shown today. None of these teams are really meant to be teams that you can use to beat the best of the best. Just something that was a bit of fun, and I wanted to try out the synergies, and I figured I would actually do it in a video as well. So let me know in the comments below if there's any setups you've been running with Kingpin and how you've got on with Kingpin and Killmonger. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you all again soon.